Hello everyone, it's Sheila here in Bohodaydreams. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a fabulous Friday. It's been so busy. It was busy leading up to the retreat. The retreat was very busy, very fulfilling, very, very, very enjoyable. And I feel like I have made even more new friends for life. And that's the one thing that I notice from every retreat that I've ever helped with, is that you make friends and you make them for life. And you meet up once a year and it's like you hung out for the whole year. It's really an incredible feeling. This is my last retreat that I'm going to be hosting. Randy and I felt that we were now going to give somebody else the opportunity to host. And so there is another retreat up and coming next May 4th to, I don't even know if it's May 10th. I'm not entirely sure, but it's in the works. It's going to be in Biloxi, Mississippi. I can't believe I possibly will be missing this one. I have some family things that I need to take care of. So I can't commit myself to another retreat, which is hard for me because when you do them so often, you kind of feel like that's part of your life. And I have to step back now, let somebody else take over. And Claudette Smith and Andrea Gaslin, they're the two ladies that are taking over, and I'm going to link their emails, at least Claudette's email, maybe Andrea's too, in the description box, because their retreat is going to be amazing. And they've already taken deposits for it. They're starting to take deposits for it. So it's going to be so much fun. And the next time I come on to share something, I will have concrete paperwork for you so that if you want to go, you can go, and you can already be preparing yourself for that. I know that is going to be limited. Anyway, going to pop up my information. I am Sheila Ginrich, scoghill4@gmail.com. Facebook group is Bohodaydreams, and I'm going to link that in the description box. So in this video, oh my goodness, I haven't quite got my brains back yet. In this video, I will be showing you dyed packages, trim packages, yardage of trim, silk ties, bead strands. There are some really unique items in there. There's a couple of pieces of chain left. There is some medallions left. There is, just a lot of goodness. There's stick pins, they're stick pins, but there's also glue toppers, glue topper kits if you want to make your own glue toppers, because I have a video for this exact kit that you can make them yourself. And those glue topper kits are very amazing with the beads that I have supplied in there. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and we're going to head right into the dyed packages. All right, so we're going to start with the dyed packages first. And I'm just going to do a quick rundown of what the velvet and lace packages and the journal cover kit packages. And these ones are in blushing, and it is the lightest blush pink. It is very, very pretty. I'm going to say right now, I don't know how many packages of each I have. These are coming back from the retreat and they have gone through my Patreon. So there's just a couple of the packages in the colors that I'm going to show you. So the velvet and lace, pretty explanatory, self-explanatory. It's your velvet, which is a fat 1/8. You've got your velvet ribbons, which are cut at a 1/2 yard. There's a whole bunch of different types of laces in here. I love the net laces, but there's also a bit of the eyelet cotton laces too. There is between 2 and 2.5 yards of seam binding, between 2 and 2.5 yards of the silk tie. I cut them 2 inches or a little bit more than 2 inches. So once I dye them, they kind of shrink up a little bit. But if you stretch them, they go right back. And then there's a couple of charms. So that's the velvet and lace. The journal cover kit, it's the same velvet package. It just doesn't have the laces. Instead, it has some trims, really pretty trims that complement the color. It has some vintage laces that are not dyed. It has some vintage ribbon trim. And it also has, and this is what makes them special edition, it has the medallion and it has the stick pin and the charm. So it's going to tell you the color, it's going to tell you what it is, and it's going to tell you the price. So from here on in, I'm just going to show you the color, and if I have the packages in each, they'll be both sitting here together. So this is Pink Ice, and it is very, very pretty. It has this beautiful, beautiful lace, and the lace to complement all sorts of good stuff. So this is Pink Ice, and right now I do have it in the velvet and lace and the journal cover kit. The antique blush in the velvet and lace and the journal cover kit. And it looks a little browner on camera. It is like a tea rose, but definitely more antique looking. It's a tea pink is what it is. It's really, really pretty. And there's just a couple of packages of this. This is Duchess, and there is, as far as I know, only one velvet and lace package left. I think there is 2 journal cover kits. This is not a special edition. It's $42. It doesn't have the stick pin collection or the medallion. This is Rosa, and she is a darker pink. She's very beautiful. There is 1 or 2 of the velvet and lace and a couple of the journal cover kits. This is not a special collection, the special edition. This one's $42. It does not have the stick pin collection or the medallion. Antique Rose, and I believe there is 2 of the velvet and lace and a couple of the journal cover kits. And this is very beautiful rose. Looks a little bit antique-ish. It's very, very pretty. This is a new color. This is Mojito, and it is new for summertime. There is a velvet and lace. There's only a couple of each. The velvet and lace, and then the special edition journal cover kit. We have the velvet and lace collection in Winter White. I think there's 2 of these left available. And then this is Penelope Peach, and this is the very last one like this. This is so pretty. I actually saved one like this for myself. And these also are 2 of the last packages in these colors. This is Carolina Pines. Very, very, very celery-ish collection, velvet and lace. And this is Italia. And she is a special edition journal cover kit. Beautiful, beautiful medallion. And she's very, very rich. She reminds me of Italy. She reminds me of the olive groves and whatnot when I was in Italy. Tiffany in the velvet and lace and the special edition journal cover kit. The Caribbean Vibe in the velvet and lace and the journal cover kit. And this one is a little extra special. It has a little bit more in it than the other ones do. Is simply beautiful. And I think I have 2 of each of these left available. Very, very beautiful periwinkle in the velvet and lace and the journal cover kit. And I'm not entirely sure how many of these are left. Anyway, if you're interested in that, that is the periwinkle. The beautiful sky. There, I think, is 2 of these. And pewter. There's only this one left, and I'm hoping it's not the one I saved for myself in the velvet and lace. This is Perigo, and there is 1 or 2 of these velvet and lace collections left. And this one is like the periwinkle, but it is definitely a much deeper pigmented periwinkle, and that's why I called it Perigo. It's just deeper in the color. The French Riviera, and I believe this is the last collection, and this is a beautiful, beautiful French blue. So pretty, pretty, pretty. So this is the only one left available, and this is Storm velvet and lace and the journal cover kit, and this also is the last collection, and that wraps up the dyed pieces. These are the trim packages that are available. The Bohemia, there's only one left, and we're going to do a quick flip through. Sunshine, Golden Mirrors, there's only 2 of these left, and Field of Lavender. So Bohemia is just that. It is bright colors, everything to do with boho. We're just going to take a quick peek at what it looks like. Oh, that's so pretty. That's all gone. The little patchy pieces are in here. It's one of my favorites. That's almost gone too. You'll find some of these pieces in the Yardage. There isn't a lot of everything left. There's just some. This is so pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. That's so pretty. The pieces are fair length. I don't want to open up the package to have to put it all back together again. But I would say that most of the pieces are about 7 inches or longer. There's an elephant in there. Not all the pieces are, because some of them can't be cut like that. There is some peacocks in here. Peacocks are almost all gone. There's some of these special brocade pieces. So that's Bohemia. That's the last one left. All right, we'll take a look at... Oh, where's my little signs? This is Sunshine. And she makes us happy. She's very pretty. She makes us happy. This one has all the different shades of peaches, salmonish pink colors, yellows. There's a nice wide piece of that. Oh, I love that. All the embroidered pieces. This is about gone. I love, love, love these floral pieces. This is good for it also works well for summer, and then it can transition into fall. I love those lotus flowers. I love that. That's all gone. This one's almost all gone. That one too. This one's gone. I love that. I love all these embroidered pieces. That's done on silk. That's also on silk. A lot of these pieces are obsolete now. I can't even get more. Oh, I love that one too. It's really pretty. So that is Sunshine, and there's a couple of these left available. There is the Golden Mirrors. There are 2 of these left. And it's just all the pretty gold mirrored pieces. Lots of skinny pieces, pieces you can cut down. That one's new. This one's gone. This one's gone now. Just a beautiful package of the Golden Mirrors. I love that. This is all gone too. That's all gone. I'm going to need to find my supplier and see if I can get some more. And these beautiful mirrors, they look like royal crown. That is the golden mirrors, and there are only 2 of those left. And then our field of lavender, and this is all lavenders to purples. It is very beautiful. If you don't have a lavender one, this is probably for you if you love purples so much. Oh, I love that. This is done on silk, and a lot of them are done on netting so you can see through. Oh, I love that. These are almost all gone too. I love them. All right, so that's your field of lavender. I'm going to clean up a bit, and then we're going to go into the yardage. So with the yardage, I'm just going to put them up like this, leave them there for a few seconds, and then just go on like that. That is the last one of that. And that is the last one of that piece. Last one of that one. Oops. There we go. The last one of this, last one of that, and the last one of this. Last one of that. And I think that. Last one for sure of that. This is a beautiful, beautiful green. Last one of this, last one of that, last one of this. This is a beautiful French blue. It's getting a little bit dark outside, so you can't see it as well. That's beautiful French blue with gold and yellow. This is a beautiful yellow, also a beautiful yellow. My favorites right there. Love, love, love those scalloped flowers. Last 2 trims. Last of that one. I am now going to go through the Indian block print cottons that I have, and I have a lot of new ones. So they're going to be designated block print 1. I'm going to lay them out. So you see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Each piece is $2, so a set of 5 is $10. They're still the same as they were previous to all this. These pieces are all around 11 to 18 inches. So we're just going to go through these just like I have done with the ties and stuff like that. It's going to be the fastest way for you to see all these pieces. Also going to mention that none of these are pre-washed. So I don't know if they get pre-washed where I purchased them from, but I don't pre-wash them because I use them in my junk journals. I love to use them on my covers or something like that. So for my purposes, I don't need them washed. So this is BP2. I've tried really hard to coordinate them so that they're kind of cohesive if you want to use them in a journal. Some of these packages, there's only 1 package left. I won't have enough time to prepare more as I am now wrapping things up so that I can get ready to go to Canada. I hope I'm all in screen here. It's kind of hard. Got a new table. things are kind of a little awkward. All right, so we're going to do the same thing with the ties. I don't know if you can see this one very well, but this one has a mottled evergreen to it. Super pretty, pretty, pretty package. So the silk tie packages are each $16.50, and you're going to let me know according to the number. There are a couple of them that have the beautiful light yellow. You'll just zoom in to see what the colors actually are. So most of these packages, there's just one of each. There's only a few that have two packages of the same groupings. I had done several of each package with the groupings as I could. It makes it easier for me, but I did sell a lot of ties at the retreat. So with that said, I don't know if you can see that, but this is a pewter. You'll have seen one of the pewter packages earlier in the velvet, and that's the tie that matches that. All right, these are the last of the ties. I forgot that I also have some textile packages. They are pink and red, and then a bit of blue, green, purples. So we're going to do a quick little peek with this. Oops. So it's tied with a beautiful piece of sari. I love the polka dots. But you're always fighting with the threads with these things. All these pieces are very, very soft. There's beautiful applique pieces. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'll show them, but I won't talk about them. Each package that I'm going to show you is $28. And these pieces are all fairly nice sized pieces of what I had. All very soft. As you can see when I'm lifting them, they're ironed so neatly. I don't want to really, I have the fan going, it's a little warm in here. Just beautiful, beautiful silk pieces. Let me turn that off. I haven't done these packages in many, many years. Beautiful piece. Each package is just slightly different to the cut, only because of sometimes I'm cutting pants, sometimes it's a shirt, sometimes it's a skirt. No rhyme or reason. I have a few of the pink ones. I have only 2 of the purple blue ones, and I think I have 2 or 3 reds. Beautiful embroidery on that. Wouldn't that be pretty? Just cut the leaves off and use them somewhere. Beautiful embroidery. Oops, wrong side. I don't do these very often because they are a lot of work, and I iron all these pieces. It takes me a long time. Isn't that pretty? Little snowflakes. I call them snowflakes. They're not snowflakes. Beautiful piece of silk. Beautiful, beautiful coral netting. And then there's a nice big piece of this. It's double width, the width of a sari. So that is the pink. Let's do this one. There's only 2 of these left. And we're not going to open it. We're just going to peek into it like this. There's aqua pieces. Actually, I better open it because it's really pretty, this one is. Oh, this is my favorite. A lot of jeweled pieces. Isn't that pretty? For a boho journal. Beautiful piece of that. The embroidery on that. It's a nice big piece of silk with an embroidered edge. It's one of my favorite colors. Such a sheer silk. Polka dots, sequins. Nice big piece of silk. Some deep sea. See, this would come from a dress, so it's kind of comes from a skirt. So I just cut the panels. Some chartreuse and some olive, or olive. A little bit of a boho pack. And then some mauvey pieces. Oh, this is so pretty. Look at that. And that's all hand done too. On silk. More like an aubergine. And some purple. More purple. And kind of a cocoa color. Looking at red. Now, when I pick out red pieces, I like the true deep red colors. I don't like the orange red. It's just not my favorite. Isn't that pretty? So if they look a little bit orangey red, they are not orangey red at all. Some of them might be a little bit rust colored, but they are not orange. So pretty. Goes with that. I think I have used all of that up. So pretty. All that is hand done. Beautiful embroidery. Also hand done. Look at all those little beads. All hand beaded. These are all nice sized pieces. Some of them still have the fringe on them. This is kind of a rusty red. And beautiful reds going into deeper silk pieces, so soft. Two different pieces of silk. A nice piece of that. And then a piece of tulle. Very iridescent tulle with the fringe on it. There are a few glue toppers left. There is sapphires, and the only difference between these is this one has that pave bead and this one has a charm. So there's sapphire 1, sapphire 2, sapphire 3. Then we have a lavender 1, lavender 2, and then we have the opulence and the ivories. All very, very beautiful. A quick peek at the glue topper kits that I have available. I have a couple of different colors available, but we're going to look primarily at the blue one. There may be another one opened. We can look at that one too. So every kit has the pin, and I've already glued it so that you don't have to worry about that, because that's a little bit of, that takes a little finesse. But I do have the video that is used with this kit exactly, and I'm going to link that in the description box. There is a wire, a piece of wire. There is lots of the pins, the eye pins. There is my favorite pieces, my favorite findings for this sort of project. There's several different sizes of the daisy spacer beads and just other spacer beads. Lots of the bead caps, jump rings, a variety of the rhinestone rondelles, a lot of these beautiful little gold spacer beads. Then there is the elliptical beads. I'm just going to quickly show these to you. They come in two different sizes. And there is so many here that you'll have enough to make for your other projects that you want to use. Also, every kit is going to include one of these pave bead caps. These are just beautiful. They are so expensive, but you can have a choice then in what you want to use. And then there's a piece of chain, and the chain is very long, and you're going to divide that up, and this probably can make almost two glue toppers. If you just get another pin, you can make more than one. There are so many beads in here that you can make several glue toppers. Oops. And then all this will be wrapped up in a cellophane bag, put into an organza bag. And all the kits are a little bit different with the beads that I have used, but they're essentially the same. Not every bead comes in the same color. So this is the assortment for this bag right here. How beautiful that is. Look at all those beautiful beads. So there's several hearts. There's rhinestone encrusted heart, some very old beads, just a selection of all the different glass beads that make something like this so pretty. So we took a look at what the kit holds. Now I'm just going to show you the colors that are available. So I already showed you the sapphire. There are a couple in the sapphire. There are a couple in the Tiffany teal green. There is only one left in the woodland. One left in the aqua. There's one left in the pink. And here is the blush. It's just a blushy pink. There's one left in the lavender and purple. And then there are two left in the beautiful, beautiful red. All right, so we're going to take a quick look at some of the stick pins that I have available, and I'm not going to pull them all out because there's plenty available. I made a lot because I needed to have some to come back for the different areas that I need to post into. So I have pinks, reds, yellows. I'm showing you a sampling of the Tiffany. They're just so pretty. The aqua, they are $6.50 for one. And if you only want one or two, then they're an add-on. They require extra shipping, or you add them to a package and then the shipping is just adjusted according to the weight. If you want 5 of them for $32.50, 5 sets for $32.50, that will include your shipping in the USA. Internationally will still require shipping. So if you want stick pins, let me know. Just tell me you want pink ones, or you want this, or you want that. I will pull them out and I will show you what I have. There is a couple of packages of chain left. C1 is a boho, and it's got some really dark crystals in it. C2 is all aqua, and C3 has a bit of green in it. It's got some emerald in it. That's the last package of that. I have one of these, and I think I have 2 of those. Up next is Barons, and I did these for the retreat, and each artist that came to our retreat got one of the Barons, and they are $12 each. These are really, really nice to have. And as you can see, mine is kind of used already quite well. I use it when I'm doing jelly prints, but it really works well when you're gluing anything down to just kind of rub over it, and it disperses the glue underneath, and it just smooths everything out really, really neatly. I use it a lot when I do jelly prints, which is why I have paint all over mine. So if you're interested in one of these, please let me know. These were a labor of love, let me tell you. To do 60 of them took me over 3 weeks, 8 to 10 hours a day just working on them, because they're very, very intricate. They're very, very pretty. Some of them have the pink, pink top. Some have a crystal top. And then there is one with the vintage looking coffee top. So you'll just, if you would like one of these, then you'll just do a screenshot and you'll show me which one you like. I also have, and this is all that's left, I had so much. These are frayed ribbon, but they're glittery, shiny frayed ribbons. So there's 3 1-yard pieces on each card, and I'm just going to go through the colors. So this is a yellow gold, a champagne, and an orange. This is a lavender orange and a green. A green, a salmon, and a champagne. And then the last one is a salmon, an orange, and a red. So FR1, FR3, 4, and 5. That's all that I have left of this. And I also have 2 of the appliques. They are dyed a very light blush. Very, very beautiful. I have 2 of these left, and these are $3 each. If you would like those, just say dyed applique, and I'll know what you mean by that. There are a few medallions available. The larger ones are $7. The oval ones are $6, and the paperclip medallions are $4.50. I have put together some bead strands for you. There are between 45 to 46 beads per strand, and I have lots of strands. They're all random strands, so there's no choice of colors really. I mean, what I can do is if you say one with the most pink or with the most blue or whatever, I can pick that out for you, but there is no choice in colors because they're already all made up. So we're going to go over the price list now for this sale. The velvet and lace kits are $46. The journal cover kits range from $42 to $48. Trim kits are $57. Silk ties are $16.50. Stick pins are 5 for $32.50. Or singularly as an add-on, they're $6.50. And I didn't write that down anywhere. But if you want just one, it's an add-on for $6.50 to a package. Glue toppers are $38. Glue topper kits are $52. Textile packages. I used a previous clip in this video, so I think that it lumped them all together. There's only pink and red available. Only a couple of pink and a couple of red left available. Bead strands are $22.50 per strand. Your add-ons, the Baron, they're $12 each. All the fabric that you will see in the video. There are a few pieces that are no longer available. They've been claimed already during the video. They're as priced. Medallions are, as I said, $4.50, $6, and $7. Chain, the little bit I have left is $8 a package. Dyed appliques, there's only 2 left. They're $3 each. And add-ons, when added to a package, will just increase the package just with a bit of shipping. If you just want the add-ons, then you'll pay shipping according to the weight. International shipping is not included in any of these prices. That is done by weight. And my international shipping now is a lot less than it used to be. I have a better shipper now. And also, depends on the size of the package. There is between 50 cents to $2.50 postage required, simply because in the last several years I haven't increased postage individually. It was just too much work, so instead I increased the price of the complete package according. Anyway, that's it. Please email me. I'm going to pop up my information one more time. This is the last sale before I come back from Canada. Sheila Gingrich, scoghilfor@gmail.com. I take PayPal. None of this is an Etsy, just PayPal or check, whatever. I'm pretty flexible that way. Just depends on how much time I have left before I'm leaving. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. I love you all. Bye-bye.